Breaking news out of Iran this morning. 27 people from Edmonton are among the dead who perished in a plane crash near Tehran. According to the former president of the Iranian Heritage Society of Edmonton, many of the victims were family members, including a newlywed couple, 2 University of Alberta professors, a doctor, and 2 students. In all, 63 Canadians were killed. We are getting new photos from the crash site showing the debris scattered across an open field just outside of Tehran. Ukraine International Airlines has released a list of the passengers on the plane that crashed minutes after taking off from Tehran's airport. All 176 people on board were killed. The list includes years of birth, not nationalities. The youngest person listed was born in 2016. Global Affairs Canada is now urging Canadians to avoid non-essential travel to Iran due to the volatile security situation. But the travel advisory makes no mention of the plane crash. 2 black boxes have been found, but Iran says it's not planning on handing them over to Boeing or the U.S. for investigation. This all comes just hours after Iran launched more than a dozen missiles at U.S. military bases in Iraq. Danielle Smith from 770 CHQR joins us this morning to continue the conversation on this developing story. Good morning, Danielle.
Good morning.
Danielle, we are hearing initial reports that had said that the plane might have crashed due to mechanical problems. Then officials backtracked on that, saying that assessment was not authorized. But this Boeing 737-800 has had problems in the past.
That's right. I mean, I think we have to be really cautious because the first thing, I had people emailing me and texting me this morning saying, oh my gosh, this has got to be another part of the Iranian attack and retaliation for the death of General Soleimani. And I think that we have to separate the two. I know it also looks ominous that Iran refuses to give the black boxes up to the United States and Boeing, but let's remember what happened with the MAX 8. With the MAX 8, the Federal Aviation Authority did not take a leadership role on downing that plane. In fact, it took aviation authorities around the world to down it before the Federal Aviation Authority acted last. And so they're, unfortunately, they have lost credibility because of their handling of that issue. The Boeing company itself has lost faith because the MAX 8 is still not in the air. It was supposed to be back in the air in April, and now they've pushed it off until April. So this is the third downing of a 737-800. Now, I know it's not the same as the MAX 8, but I think that there's some questions to be asked. If this is the third incident that's happened with this 800, does it have problems too? Remember, there was a Boeing whistleblower who came out on the Georgia plant saying that they had some bad practices there and was very concerned about some of the practices that would lead to safety issues, including mechanical failure because of assembly issues. So it'd be a different issue than the software issue that we've heard about with the MAX 8. So it needs to be investigated. The question is by who? Because now no one trusts the Iranians either because of this retaliation and the missile strike. The reason why I think it's less likely that they are connected is because Iran took a number of days before calculating the return strategy. They used missiles so that they had a targeted attack. They directed those missiles to hit these targets in a way that caused no U.S. casualties. And so they were being very deliberate in their response. It would be the height of recklessness just a few hours later to take out a plane that killed so many people. I think Transport Canada, and I hope we hear from the Prime Minister today, Transport Canada has an interest in asking to be part of the investigation and get the black boxes. The Ukrainian Air Aviation Authority does as well. And so that's, I think, going to be an important indicator as whether Iran will allow any other outside authorities to come in and help with the investigation. But I would be loath to jump to conclusions. I think everyone today is just feeling so much sadness for the 63 families that have lost loved ones.
No, absolutely. So tragic. Thank you so much for this, Danielle.
My pleasure.